Welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Dr. Sarin, deals with narcissistic recovery and survival program. Today's our episode is going to be all about how narcissists view the money and narcissism, how it related to each other. So let's find out in this episode. So first of all, I have to say, I keep on sharing in this way. There is not a whole lot of direct research. So I have going to reading the main research points that I got from outside, and I referred a lot for this. So let me read out. People become more and more narcissistic towards money, so and their spending habit, how they think about money. But there is really interesting study was probably done about 10 years ago, yeah, where they want to examine the question of like, well, what exactly are the relationship people who are more narcissistic have with finance and money. So they used a measure called the money attitude scale. Yeah, that's what an experiment to find out. So that measure, that is money attitude scale. But they also used two other measures. You have heard it's about two of the different type of narcissism. So that is covert narcissism and overt narcissism. So they used a measure of different type of narcissism are present, but in case of money they are two different type measure to measure that level of narcissism. The two different narcissism are present, that is covert narcissism and overt narcissism. So they used a measure of overt narcissism that's pretty typical, called the narcissistic personality inventory. So people who agree with statements like, I like to look at myself in the mirror. Yeah, that's a statement. So I am natural born leader. And they looked at the covert narcissism people who agree with this statement in the self-report measures like, most people don't understand my problems and I am really sensitive to criticism. So these two statements, you can see that difference. So in this statement they are saying, most people, they don't understand my problem, they only think about their problems, it's not about others problems. So and I am really sensitive to criticize, that is another statement. So it comes along their time. If you recall the general understanding of overt and covert narcissism, they both have grandiosity. Both narcissistic people have the common feature is grandiosity. So I think you people know about grandiosity, so I doesn't mention about more about that. So it's just our narcissists wear their grandiose and outside like a badge, and they have much more deeply hidden their insecurities. So overt narcissist grandiose is wearing, and they have so much insecurities inside, but they doesn't show to anyone because it's deeply inside. So they doesn't want to show it off, their insecurities. And then covert narcissism, that is what I told earlier about overt narcissism. Now I am coming to covert narcissism. Covert narcissist people seem outwardly insecure, they are always insecure and anxious, so hypersensitive to criticism. So in case of covert and overt, you can understand the difference. Now I already told, that is the name of one of the measures, that is the measure, one of the measure actually. And then internally, that's where the harbor their grandiosity, including grandiose dreams. Yeah, even if they fail, so what is the relationship between this different type of narcissism and money? So now we are coming to our point, narcissism and money. So it is complicated, as you have seen and learned from other things that I have shared. It's not a surface that if you look at items on the money attitude scale, like I believe money is the ultimate sign of prestige or value of both covert and overt narcissism. Agree. So that's what, in case of covert, any narcissism, prestige is very important, you understand. So that for prestige, for getting prestige, its ultimate sign is money only. For money only we can wear luxurious life, and we can make luxury life and make buy whatever we want in this world. So that's what money is, the ultimate sign of narcissism. So these covert and overt narcissists, they both want money. In case agree with that, but overt narcissists, unlike covert narcissists, because they don't tend to be very outwardly anxious, because covert narcissists are very anxious about this, but overts are not like that. Overt have so much grandiosity, so that is the difference between them. Anxious, or in case of covert narcissists, they are anxious or struggling that way with their fears. It also extends to money. They love spending money, they love the prestige of it, they love having money, but they don't feel particularly anxious about what they spend it on. In case of covert narcissists, they doesn't know why they are spending, because they want to spend it more to get that prestige. Which choice they are making, that is doesn't matter for coward narcissists. So, and they don't agree with this statement, like I tend to fight about the cost of things, or I am worried about losing all of my money. That is, in case of coward narcissists, that is doesn't matter. They don't worry about these things, because cost of things, that is doesn't matter for them. They will buy if they like it. So you understand the way coward narcissists do, because remember, coward narcissists, they want that striving to. The more narcissistic somebody is in their coward way, or as I call it, is introverted narcissism. Coward narcissism is introverted narcissism, because it correlated so strongly with introvert, because they are not outspoken. They are coward narcissists. They doesn't show to people their their fraudiness. They doesn't show much, but their inside is very coward and they are introverted. So the more they want to strive for power and prestige through money. Money is an easy way to do that, because for getting prestige and power, we want money, and they worry about losing money so much that they do not get to arguments about the cost of things, and whether or something should be spent. So this is a distinction that came up really and clearly. It was something like 300 subject that they looked at that. So you can understand what I am saying. There was no correlation of all between their anxiety, distinct elements of money, attitude, scale, and overt narcissism, and there was a strong one between anxiety and distrust for covert narcissists. So I hope that was helpful if you are trying to and understand pattern that you have seen in case of covert and overt narcissism and money, how they are relating. So, and understanding what will happen in yourself if you struggle with narcissism. So, and why, or if you have partner or somebody you are close to, or you are seeing these patterns in them, this explain why they are there is a difference between financial attitude and money spending attitude. So if you like my video, or if you found it helpful, please subscribe my channel and give me thumbs up, and share your comments, share your thought, your ideas to me, and please make an interaction with me and you. I can add that interaction in live section. So please share your comments in comment box. So that's what today's episode. Bye, and stay happy, stay healthy.